Hi, I'm Dylan.
I'm Marty.
And today we're going to be showing you guys our kits for our milsim loadouts. These aren't anything like you have to have these kits. These are kind of just like what we prefer. We're going to be showing you an expensive kit, and we're going to be showing you a more affordable option, just in case you're just getting started, and that's the only route you can go. So, yeah. So from here, we're going to start talking. So what do you want to start with first? You just go head down, you want to go guns and then go to this?
So we'll go from the front to the back of the table. We'll start with guns first. If you want to start with your little budget blaster over here.
So the gun that I use is a Vulcan ASL Mod L. It's an AEG, which means it's battery operated. Battery's housed in the stock, and it can take any M4 mid cap or high cap magazine. You can do low caps if you want. Obviously, we've done a little bit to it, like taping a flashlight to the front. For night games, it also has, thanks to Murgy, these really nice rail covers. Makes it a little bit easier to hold on to when I'm playing. Right now, we're in between sights, so we're trying to figure that out as we go. Obviously, I still have the orange tip on my gun. I prefer it that way for when I'm walking around off the field and I don't get in trouble, like when I'm walking from my car to my house or anything like that. You don't have to have that on there for milsim, as you'll see with Murgy's gun. But yeah, I also have a sling just to make it easier to carry. But yeah, it's pretty simple, pretty basic. I've got my barrel cover and all that fun stuff. So, because safety is very important. In the game of Airsoft, we only have one pair of eyes, and we need to protect them. So, yeah, let's take a look at Murgy's gun.
Moving to this side of the table, we have a T15A1, which is First Strike's rendition of a paintball upper. As those who may know who are in the paintball field know that T15 is a paintball gun. All you do is drop the Airsoft upper into here, and it will convert from shooting paintballs into 6mm BBs. We got I don't remember what this is, the Leupold LPVO variable zoom scope, and a simple Odin, or light Odin up front for simple indoor play. If you can't see, you can't shoot, and you lose. And I'm not about losing.
Then next would be our helmets, if we're just following down the table. So my helmet is a Vulcan, I think it's Kilo. Is it Kilo Tango? I forgot what they call them. I think it's a Tango. Just a simple. Oh, it's the enhanced thing. ATH. It's a Vulcan ATH enhanced. So it has the extra padding on the bottom on the forehead, and the nice removable padding on the bottom. I took out a bunch of it just because it feels weird when it has a bunch of the padding in there. It kind of hurts my head. On the side rails here, we have Walker Razor headphones with a cheap adapter so that I can flip them out. We just got these off Amazon for like, what, $40? Something like that.
They're pretty cheap.
Super cheap. They're just plastic. They're not going to last you super long. On the back, you can see I also have my deadlight for playing at night. And on the front, I went with the cheaper option of camera, and I have a GoPro Hero 5 Session. Nothing super fancy. You can't really get these cameras anymore, and if you do, they're like $150, and they're refurbished. They're not the originals, which kind of sucks. But it is a very good camera if you're just starting out at $150. We'll see a much more expensive and better option, in my opinion, on Murgy's helmet. I also have on mine, since we just played Conflicts 9, I have a cover that's the Woodland M81 camouflage. Since when we play Green Team, that's the color that I wear. That was M81. I swear to God, it's M81.
We'll backtrack this. B-rolled. Bloopery up the click. On this side of the table, just got a basic bump helmet. Nothing special. I have no idea what brand it is. All I know is that it was XL because Vulcan or any of the local distributors don't sell helmets that fit my big head. On the front here, we got a Hero 8 GoPro. I thought it was a 9. It is not. Moving up to the top, you just have a simple helmet cover. Got a deadlight and some unit identifiers. Like Dylan said, last time we played was at Conflicts. We were on Green Team. So that's just for night play, so that way I don't get dinged to the back of the head, because I do have a lot of tan coloration in my helmet.
What's going on in the back of there?
And just got a simple battery pack to run with the GoPro. In case for extended run, I think I'm just going to revert to carry more battery, like actual batteries for the GoPro instead of carrying a pack. because they're fairly simple to change. And then, like him, I got a set of Walker razors and multicam for hearing protection for whenever pyrotechnics get a little too close. And for down the line for running communication.
And then what is this guy right here? Is it a flashlight? Yeah.
It's a light.
Yep, flashlight. Gotta make sure you tap everything. Because people will be like, what the hell is the guy did this?
Then you reply to it in the comments.
Yeah. Okay. So then next, on to the plate carriers. So for my plate carrier, we're going to move our helmet out of the way here. Jesus, I'm actually going to slide this back here. So my plate carrier is a very simple one. This is a cheap Chinese carrier that I got on Amazon. I got it mostly because it has everything already on it. It had a ton of magazine capacity on it, which is really nice. It has the pistol holders in the front, or pistol mag holders in the front, which I'm probably going to start using to hold smoke grenades because that seems to be a better option than holding pistol grenades, or pistol magazines, because I don't have a pistol right now. It does have space for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 magazines that are M4. I don't know if it'll fit AK mags. AK mags are a little long. Might maybe on the cover gun, but nothing crazy. I did buy a Krydex admin pouch just because it's nice to have your phone and your wallet and all that stuff with you when you're playing. On the back, we have another Krydex product here. This is their flat pack. Obviously, you can see our Complex 9 patch back here. I also have another deadlight on the back. I'll normally have somebody, if I'm hit, press that for me just so that I know that I'm dead, or other people know that I'm dead. In the flat pack, I normally carry snacks, waters, bandages if I have to, and also BBs, which is currently what's inside of here right now are my BBs for extra weight. Inside the carrier, I have 2 foam plates, nothing fancy, and just to add a little bit of structure, also on the right side, I have my radio pouch, which I have a Midland radio in, just a walkie-talkie. And on the left, I have my Airsoft tourniquet holder on there as well. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. All in all, I think this whole setup was right around, $250 to $300. The plate carrier itself is only like $80, so nothing super, super crazy or expensive. Along those lines, we're going to pass it over to Murgy, and we're going to see his bougie rig.
Okay, definitely not cheap. Here, I run a Spiritus LV-119 with a Mark V placard up front. I got a few little extra pouches to hold, but normally you can hold about 3 AR magazines in here. Some side pouches on the cover bun, which is an Axel Advanced structural cover bun. It is not made by Spiritus. Not everything has to be from the same company, nor should you buy everything from the same company. Buy what works for you and what you're trying to perform. Got here on the left side a simple admin pouch. Here I can keep my wallet, phone, radios, any personal food, kits, bandages, anything that needs. Back here, traditionally I would keep an actual IFAK that I have on a little foam insert. I don't have it with me at the moment. That I just drop in here, but for the sake of airsoft, back here is an easy accessible place for our medics to get to your bandages for a revive hit. Up front here, a nifty little fold-up foam board that you can fit your phone into. I have it set up to where I can control my GoPro. It's pretty nifty. And then on the right side here, got some extra backup resupply for the front of my carrier, just extra magazines. Got pouches that can hold up to 2 each, so I've got 4. As I go, or as I pull these out and old ones go into the dump pouch, these will slim down so that way it's easier. If I ever decide to run a pistol, I can draw that unencumbered. And then got a little GP pouch here for just little goodies, grenades, snacks, tools, anything that I have. On the back here, we have a hydration bladder. Simple from Krydex. Krydex is probably one of the better companies to go for airsoft stuff that you don't want to pay real steel price but get real steel quality. Here you can easily just simply drop in a 3-liter bladder for some hydration, or if you have any tools, anything longer, depending on what you're playing for. You drop bolt cutters in the real world, anything that you need to carry, you can carry in here. I do plan on getting the Molly back panel that will go over this, and I can extend from there and start carrying actual like grenade pouches or anything else that I need to be putting back there that my team can access. And then moving on from here. On the inside, unlike something that's a little uncommon in the airsoft field, is I run actual plates, because this isn't necessarily an airsoft kit. This is just a kit that I have for everyday survivalist, or in case I need it if shit hits the fan. I have a pair of level 4 ceramic plates coming at about 8 pounds each. Pretty basic. Don't need these unless you're willing to go for it. If you're going for fitness, just put regular steel plates in. You don't actually need ballistic plates, but I believe in Milsim West, you do need rifle rated plates to get a second revive.
I'm not sure about that. I think it's just you have to have a plate.
No, I thought you needed something, like it needed to be weighed. Like they'll weigh the plate.
I could believe that. Maybe like a fitness plate, maybe?
Yeah,
not like a rifle plate.
I think that would.
I feel like to make it more can't talk. Make it more accessible, it would be more of like a fitness plate. This is you have the weight of the plate as well. But yeah, this is his level 4s are a little bit uncommon. You don't see that very often on the field. However, milsim is a little bit more common. And like we said before, this is a little bit more than you would see in a beginner kit. But this is what Murgy likes to wear.
And this is my actual flat range loadout. A little bit more than just basic airsoft, but if you're gonna do it and be kinetic with it, and you get gear and you want to try it, airsoft's a good way to try that. Good habit to get into. You get to find out what works for you and what doesn't, because it's important to build your kit around what you need. Mm-hmm. Don't go off what some cool guy does on YouTube or what some Navy SEAL that you see does or how they build stuff up. Because chances are what works for them, no matter how high speed it is, it will not work for you.
One of the good examples is my belt kit that I have. It doesn't work for everyone, but it works for me.
Yeah, if you can get to what you need to, yeah, it works, as long as it doesn't get in the way.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, so since I was talking about it, we're going to bring up the belt situation just because it was in my mind and we're going to do it. So first off, we got my cheap battle belt situation going on over here. It's just a Vulcan battle belt with some reproduction World War II paratrooper suspenders from atthefront.com. Nothing super crazy. On the front left, we've got my 5 AUG mags, because right now this is set up to use my AUG. I really like the AUG, and it works really well with this kit. On the back, we have my Vietnam, Desert Storm era, Panama era, Alice canteen pouch with matching canteen. Works well with Molly, even though it's Alice. It still kind of fits pretty well. Then we have my cheap Chinese butt pouch, which has a bunch of different pockets. It holds my booby traps, it holds my extra bandages. Holds my note card for when I'm sniping and all that stuff, and my notepad. All sorts of other stuff, even holds extra batteries sometimes. And then up here in the front left is where my pistol will go. This is a Crytek pistol holster adapter. I normally put a Glock 19X in here, but currently I do not have a holster anymore, so yeah, we're going to have to just wait on that one. But yeah, let's go over to Mr. Murgy and his fancy belt that he runs.
Got a smaller profile Kydex belt, 2-part belt here. We'll go from the left side over to the right. We got a dual pistol holder, or pistol mag holder. I said this was going to go flawless. So
No, that's okay. Just keep talking.
Anyway.
Keep going about your little pistol holster, because we can cut that.
Starting on the left, we have a dual Kydex pistol mag, to where you can hold just about any kind of caliber pistol magazine that you are carrying. Currently, I'm not running a pistol. For the meantime, they're generally decent for holding a multi-tool or an extra flashlight, which is what I've been running. Next to that, we have a hard case 5.56 mag, where I keep my what I call oh shit magazine. Once I go to this, that generally means I am out of ammo and need to start rethinking my decisions to be in that situation. Next to that, general use dump pouch, anything from spent magazines, gloves. I like to stick my barrel cover down here when in play. Then I got a general purpose pouch where I generally keep lens, like a microfiber cloth to clean my iPro, optics. I keep extra little bandages in here if I need to, paracord, batteries, just little tool things. Next up, we have a HPA tank. Because I do run a technically paintball gun with an airsoft upper, it does require an air source for it to function. So, gotta keep it here. I've learned over just use and a few trial and errors, it is a lot more comfortable to keep it on a belt than it is your character. It gives you a little bit more freedom of movement and keeps the feed line out of its way. If, for whatever reason, I decide not to run the T15 and go with an AEG, and I remove the air tank, this will fit an Algene bottle or just regular run-of-the-mill water bottles. General, alright. If, honestly, it just might come off in the near future to rethink where to put it. Just haven't gotten that far yet. Last, on the right side, we have a nods pouch, being that I don't have night vision. This is currently being used to hold my grenades if we manage to get a hold of any of the Enola Gay frag grenades. Because they're a hard shell plastic, they do crunch real easily, making it practically useless. So I keep it in here. It keeps it a little bit more protected than a soft pouch or anything. The off chance that I do decide to start running my pistol, I will remove this and put either a drop click holster or a hardcover holster and just keep it that. Like I said, normally I keep my belts nice, slim, and not super clunky. I don't like keeping a whole bunch of weight on my waist. It's easier for me to carry it on my back and shoulders. But from there, that's about it. Everything else goes on the carrier or in my pockets.
Alright, so that is both of our setups as of recent. Like I said, one is more expensive than the other. Obviously, Marie's is a lot more expensive than mine with an HPA system and real plates in his. But that doesn't mean you need to run it. Like we said before, and we've said it several times in this video, you need to figure out what works for you. Running a plate carrier might not work for you. Some guys I know run just the chest rigs, like the SKS style chest rigs, and they love those. Or they do the whole chest rig backpack combo dealio. I mean, it's whatever works for you. It's a lot of trial and error, and hopefully this video has helped you with making decisions on your own for your own kit. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Start cheap, figure out what works for you, and go with that. I'm with it.
Well, that's been pretty much it. This has been Blacksite Airsoft. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Marie.
Thank you for watching.